Here I have a Wi-Fi 7 access point. This is the EnGenius ECW520. If you're looking something at the cheaper price, this is where this one comes in, because there are some access points that are like on the higher end price. Checking out the inputs here, we do have the reset, also the LAN and the DC 12 volt. When it comes to the LAN, it is 2.5 gig and it does have power over the Ethernet. For anyone new that doesn't know what the power over the Ethernet is, it's basically a device like this here, which you go ahead and plug in near your switch or your router, and then you go ahead and plug in the LAN to your switch, and then the power over the Ethernet you go ahead and plug in to your access point, meaning you're not going to need an adapter at all, so you can only use the Ethernet cable and it will power it on as well. Once you go ahead and set up a login, you'll be greeted with this page here. So if I go ahead and click register device, all I need to do is really just go to the back here, scan the QR code. Now that we have added the access point, there are two options which you need to go ahead and configure to go ahead and add a password, because right now there is no password on the Wi-Fi, and you're able to go ahead and use your PC in order to go like on the browser and set it all up, or from your phone as well. So what you want to do is go under overview here. You want to go down here where we have a network. Now we have dashboard, devices, clients, Wi-Fi. You want to go ahead under Wi-Fi here. So right now we only have one SSID set up. And this one contains the 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz. And for most people, you don't want to really set this up, because what's going to happen is if you're a little bit further away, it's going to go ahead and connect to that 2.4 gigahertz. And then you're going to get much lower speeds. Ideally, what you want to do is create for each individual, for example, for the 2.4 gigahertz, for the 5 and the 6 gigahertz, create its own separate name. So for example, right now for this one, I can go ahead and just rename this one. And I can do 2.4, so that way I can connect it and I know it's at 2.4. So if I go under radio here, I can just go ahead and uncheck the other two, hit apply. So right now we have the EnGenius Wi-Fi 2.4. Obviously you can change that name. And if I go back here, hit the plus, now I can go ahead and create new. So now I can go ahead and add like the 5 gigahertz. So you get the idea of what you need to do here. And the other thing which you definitely want to do is under security type, it's going to be open here. What you want to go ahead and do is click on password. So that way you can go ahead and put a password, and then WPA encryption. This it's going to pre-select the WPA2, or you can go ahead and select the WPA3 personal here, click done. At this point, you just need to go back, save it, and you're all set. Now your Wi-Fi has a password. For someone who doesn't really want to mess with any settings, with an access point like this is all you need to do is just connect it with the Ethernet cable, set up the Wi-Fi password, create those individual like 2.4, 5, and 6 gigahertz, unless you want everything in one, and you're pretty much set, really. Obviously, you're able to go ahead and change all your settings from your PC as well here. From your browser, all you need to do is just go cloud.engenius.ai and then log in, and you'll be able to see everything that we kind of saw on our phone. And one thing to note here, going down, you're going to see a few things. Pro, SW, obviously those are gated. You need to pay more in order to access those. But for most home Wi-Fi needs, really no need for those anyways. Now I'm going to go ahead and run the open speed test and the internet speed test as well, just so you can kind of get a rough idea of what numbers you're going to be getting from this access point. Really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully I was able to assist a bit if you were thinking of getting an access point, and just to see like how easy it is to set it up. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer it. I'll see you on the next one.